Hey, Sycamore View family and friends, we are committed to bringing you a daily devotional on Tuesday and Thursday at 10 o'clock. So I want you to hang on with me just for a few minutes today because I'm going to tell a story that will hopefully lead to something that can be a piece of just encouragement to you today. So every summer, my boys and I, we take a baseball trip. So this last year, I had a 4-week sabbatical here at Sycamore View. So we took a 16-day road trip out to the West Coast. When we go on baseball trips and visit these stadiums around the country, Casey rarely goes with us, but if she does, she goes for the trip, but she doesn't go to the game. So we went to San Diego. We were going to stay there one day on this 16-day trip. Casey stayed in the hotel. We had a hotel room on the 22nd floor looking over downtown San Diego's, and Casey said, y'all go to the game, I'm hanging out here, and Casey stays back in the hotel and orders in room service and watches Hallmark movies and that kind of stuff. So the boys and I went to a San Diego Padres game. About midway through the game, I get a text message from Casey that she was hungry and she decided not to eat in the hotel. It was a beautiful day in San Diego, so she walked around, she found a restaurant. She was sitting out the patio of a restaurant in downtown San Diego that wasn't too far from the stadium. So she said, I'm here, I'm gonna be here for a little while. I brought a book, so whenever you're through, come and join me and we can hang out and hang out here in San Diego, downtown San Diego for a little while. So the boys and I finished the game. We put in our maps where Casey was and the name of this restaurant. We got there, we sat down. I had already eaten at the game, but when I sat down at this restaurant, there was jambalaya, and I'm a big fan of jambalaya, so I ordered me some jambalaya. Well, the boys were a little, they were, feisty. They're ready to get back to the room to play electronics. So they were kind of picking on each other and starting little fights. And so anyway, the jambalaya came, and as soon as it came, I said, next time you come by our table, will you go ahead and bring us the check? My boys are ready to get back to the hotel room. So I ate real quick, and they brought me the ticket, and that little plastic thing, wherever you put your credit card, I opened it up, the plastic was broken. So I put the credit card in there, handed it back to them. They brought it back, I put a tip, signed the name, and we went back to the hotel. So we went to sleep that night, I woke up the next morning before Casey and the boys, and I went down to get me a workout in, and after a workout, Casey likes to collect salt and pepper shakers. So anywhere I go, I try to find a salt and pepper shaker for Casey. So there was a gift shop in this hotel. So after working out, I went to the gift shop and I found a San Diego salt and pepper shaker. And then I walked up to the counter and I took my money clip and opened it up, and I was gonna pay for it with that credit card, and it wasn't there. I left it at the restaurant. I was so frustrated because I don't lose stuff. I know people who lose stuff. I don't lose credit cards. I don't lose keys. And now I'm the one that did that. So I called the restaurant and I said, by chance, did anybody leave a credit card last night? And they said, sir, you're in luck. There were 7 credit cards left here last night. I said, well, great. Well, mine is a Bank of America Visa card. They said, you're in luck. We have a Bank of America Visa card here. And then the guy said, maybe not. Judging by the sound of your voice, your name is not LaToya, is it? So I lost my credit card. And it's, it's not like you can just say in 2 weeks, I'll take care of that. I mean, I had to call and cancel the card, and it was so frustrating. And I was so mad at myself for doing that. But then it hit me. I had just read a book a month before we went on this trip from a woman named Ruth Barton, who wrote a book called Strengthening the Soul of Your Leadership. And I remembered at the very first of that book, she made this statement. She said, losing your soul is sort of like losing a credit card, that you think it's in your wallet, so you don't give it much thought until one day you reach for it and you can't find it. So I ended up having this moment with God. Because when I read that from Ruth Haley Barton, I thought, well, that's not me. I get what she's trying to say, but that'll never be me. And here I was a month later, it was me. And she's not talking about like losing your salvation and needing back in, but just that the soul, like what it is that makes you into who you are, what brings you to life, the passions that drive you, that sometimes losing your soul is like losing your credit card, that you don't know you need it until you reach for it. And we're in a season right now where we're reaching for something of substance. Like, well, okay, remind me, like, where are my passions? Where are my convictions? What is it? So I want this to be a word of good news for you. It is never too late for you to reach for a soul, for it to be healthy. We serve a God who never reluctantly saves people, and we serve a God who never turns his children away when they come to him for anything. So if this is a season where you feel like your soul is being strengthened, praise God. And if this is a season where you have been reaching for it and you can't find it, may you open up your hands and receive what it is God has to give you today. I hope this can be an encouraging word for you as we move forward in the coming days and weeks.